covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 6 o'clock all across the DMV. Fatal apartment crash. One person killed inside their home after a vehicle barrels through a brick wall in Prince George's County. The latest tonight from that investigation. And 60 years later, thousands take to the National Mall for the anniversary of the landmark March on Washington.
Instead of moving forward, it feels as if we're moving back.
What Martin Luther King Jr.'s family says about civil rights work yet to accomplish. And sent home for school, one Virginia high school with no choice but remote learning thanks to a teacher shortage. The fallout tonight.
And the weather's been hot and humid today, very summer-like, but temperatures are going to change as we go into your Sunday. We'll talk about how low they'll get and what to expect beyond my full 7-day forecast. Stick around for that.
Plus, we're stretching your dollar when it comes to school lunch as a look at how you can save while making your kids' meals that are still nutritious and delicious. Good evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6. I'm Ben Dennis. Developing now, two men are facing several first-degree burglary-related charges after allegedly breaking into several homes in Montgomery County, Maryland. County Police Department says some people were inside their homes when those burglaries happened. Our Michaela Newton spoke to neighbors in the area about those disturbing moments.
A string of home burglaries took place in August in 7 different locations throughout Montgomery County. One of them happened in this Boyd's, Maryland neighborhood.
You know, we live in a very big neighborhood, very diverse, and there's, as you allude to, a lot of people come in and out of the neighborhood, whether it be contractors, landscapers, drivers of all ilk. And it's hard to kind of look out as the old-fashioned good neighbor looking for anything odd or unusual and say something. It's hard to distinguish that given the level of activity in the neighborhood around here.
Another one just 6 miles away in Gaithersburg. Some neighbors I spoke to say they didn't even know it happened. The two men involved, the 38-year-old Samir Halim Jr. and 19-year-old Diego Moreno, who, according to the Montgomery County Police Department, posed as workers wearing reflective vests and forced their way into homes to steal items. Officials say people were at home during 3 of the burglaries.
We're in the process of putting in a Ring video camera there as well. And for me, as I work from home, so there's almost always somebody home in our house, but a lot of other houses are not, and that creates a risk.
Both of the suspects were charged with first-degree burglary and held at the Montgomery County Central Processing Unit without bond. Reporting in Montgomery County, Maryland, Michaela Newton.
Our thanks to Michaela for that reporting. Turning to your weather now on DC News Now. Scott, we've got a live picture outside. How's it feeling?
It's feeling very summer-like, Ben, outside, and that's why lots of folks are out at the beach this afternoon. Yeah, it's been a pretty decent day to start the weekend. However, temperatures are going to cool down a little bit. The humidity's not going to go anywhere just yet. The humidity will eventually lower, but that won't be until the week occurs here. But as you can see, again, a beautiful live shot here. Lots of folks out and about. The high here in the district, 92 degrees. The average high should be 87. Morning low was 75, the average low of 70, and the record 97 back in 1948. So yeah, it was pretty toasty back at that time period. We were not around, most of us weren't around then at that point in time. 84 degrees are what we are expecting now as we go into tomorrow in the district. So yes, a drop off in temperatures across the entire area from Waldorf through DC up towards Frederick and out towards the mountains as well. So 80s will be the story for tomorrow. No 90s expected in the forecast, and with more clouds around tomorrow and possibilities from showers, that's why we'll keep temperatures into the 80s. Right now we're seeing a few spot showers out towards the mountains along I-81. And it's all due to this front. So again, we could have a couple of overnight showers tonight as well, going into early Sunday morning, but then we'll see some more showers in the afternoon as well. It is not a washout, far from it. As a matter of fact, we'll see have many dry hours tomorrow. I'll show you the futurecast, though, coming up in just a little bit to just explain what I'm talking about with regards to showers. And as far as temperatures are concerned, as we go throughout the period, we're going to fall back into the 60s and 70s this evening. We'll have more details about your extended forecast and a look at the tropics. Also all coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Scott. Looking forward to it. Developing right now out of Prince George's County. Emergency workers say that one person was killed after a vehicle crashed into their home. Prince George's County Fire and EMS says that this happened around 2 o'clock on K Court this morning. The vehicle had hit the house that multiple families were living in. One person was inside at the time and was killed. Their identity has not yet been released to the public. The driver, however, of that vehicle was taken to a nearby hospital for critical injuries. We'll provide updates as we learn more. And in the district, D.C. police investigate several homicides, both involving now dead 18-year-olds. Let's take a closer look. One of those shootings happened last night in Southeast. You can see right there on Naylor Road. Police say they received reports of a shooting there just after 7 o'clock. When they got there, 18-year-old Jakia Johnson declared dead on scene. The other took place early this morning on 10th Street in Northwest. This is near U Street, popular nightlife area. Police say they arrived on site where they found two victims. One 18-year-old, Kenny Edwards, found dead on scene. The other victim went to the hospital with a graze wound. Police are offering rewards of up to $25,000 for tips leading to arrests. And in Spotsylvania County, Virginia, in our schools, hundreds of high school students are being forced to learn online because of a teacher shortage. One school board member is raising serious concerns about the problem and says that the school district is only making matters worse. DC News Now's Haley Mylon explains.
School board member Nicole Cole says that the superintendent and the school district just are not attracting enough qualified teachers. And in fact, they're downgrading the requirements for professionals coming into dozens of teacher openings. She says that the problem is playing out in high school classrooms where 600 students are taking English and math online.
It's an issue because of the level of the course that they're being taught online.
It's COVID-era deja vu for some at Chancellor High School in Fredericksburg who don't have a qualified instructor in the classroom for courses like high school math.
Are subjects that the students have a physical teacher to be able to ask questions and go through problems.
Learners are using online tool Edgenuity. Cole says it's hitting younger kids too.
A teacher at one of our middle schools who is teaching the virtual class at another middle school.
The most recent official staffing report from August 14th cited 144 licensed teacher vacancies. And Cole says that number misrepresents the problem. Since the spring, the school board voted to change the requirements for dozens of existing positions, meaning less licensed teachers in schools.
But it's just putting a body in the class with our students.
She says boardroom dramatics are derailing any efforts to entice new teachers.
They are restored to the ordinary process.
Superintendent Matt Taylor declined to interview with us, but the district released a statement reading in part, quote, "The district continues to recruit highly qualified staff, and we have strengthened our efforts in growing our own educators and building a pipeline of future teachers." You can read the division's full statement over on DCNewsNow.com. Just keyword search Spotsylvania schools. From our Chantilly Bureau, I'm Haley Mylon, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Haley and Chantilly. Meanwhile, Virginia, money may be on the way to you soon. State lawmakers say that they have come to a major deal on major components of the budget. That reportedly includes a compromise on tax rebates and tax cuts, including a one-time tax rebate of $200 for people, $400 for joint tax filers. The deal also increases the standard deduction, removing the age requirement for a military retiree tax break, and reinstates the popular sales tax holiday, which was not included this year. Today, thousands of people gathered on the National Mall to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington, the civil rights demonstration encapsulated by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s revolutionary I Have a Dream speech. While Monday, August 26th, marks the official anniversary of that march and King's speech at the Lincoln Memorial, Black civil rights leaders and interfaith groups and allies rallied where 250,000 people stood in 1963.
Instead of moving forward, it feels as if we're moving backward. It's we the people who can make changes, represent history in the right way.
Spread the word! Spread the word! Have you heard? Have you heard? All across the nation. All across the nation. We are going to be a great generation.
And we'll have more from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter, Dr. Bernice King, later in the newscast on her perspective about racial civil rights still unfinished. Turning now, in Montgomery County today, it was the second annual Rockville Gun Buyback event. The event ran from 9 to 1 o'clock today at Redgate Park. Their members of the Rockville Police Department collected guns and gave out up to $200 in gift cards for those who chose to take part. On their official Twitter page, police say that they received over 100 guns in the first hour of the event, including ghost guns and one AK-47. Members of the police department thanked those who took part, saying that the event plays a large role in keeping Rockville safe.
This is critically important for the Rockville City Police Department and our community. We want to do everything we can to stem gun violence in our community, and this is just one aspect of the many tools that we have to reduce gun violence.
Last year, Rockville police collected over 300 guns from those who took part in that event. And in Prince George's County, a loaded gun was found in the teacher's lounge of a bathroom of a county middle school. It was found yesterday, less than 24 hours after the superintendent released a plan for new safety measures for the upcoming school year. Our reporter Yamari Sase spoke to parents about their own expectations for safety inside classrooms.
With just a few days away from the first day of school in Prince George's County,
my children have actually been homeschooled, so this will be their first year coming back to in-person learning, and I'm so excited.
Students and parents are in full preparation, and some parents have one big concern on their mind.
Safety is definitely very important for us.
On Friday morning, a loaded gun was found at an Adelphi Middle School inside the teacher's lounge bathroom during a school orientation. Incidents like this are not new in Prince George's County schools. There were several incidents of students bringing weapons to school in the past, and that's one reason for new safety measures this year, like clear book bags and metal detectors at some middle schools and high schools.
It's great, actually, because it's more safe to see what's inside the bag and to see what children are taking inside of school. For safety matters, because of what's going on, a lot of kids been having a lot of issues.
Superintendent Millard House's 90-day plan also includes identifying focus areas that need improvement in curriculums, assessments, and more. And parents say they're looking forward to it.
My expectation is for kids to learn more, have more education.
For them to learn and succeed.
Reporting in Prince George's County, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
And new tonight, out of Los Angeles, legendary game show host Bob Barker has passed away. He was 99 years old. His publicist shared the news just this morning, and the cause of his death has not yet been released. Barker was a nightly television fixture you'll remember for decades, hosting Truth or Consequences and You Bet, The Price is Right. He was also famous for his animal rights activism, always reminding viewers to have their pets spayed and neutered.